Howdy, we're so excited you're joining us today. We have planned a really fun and full live stream and we cannot wait to dive in. We're starting things off with our thank you sale. It's our way of showing appreciation to all of you. Then we're going to move into tutorial for the brand new 12-inch woven star paper. If you've been curious about how the paper works or you want to try something fresh and creative, this is the perfect chance. I'm going to walk you through step by step and I'm going to give you tips on how I make the star work for me. After that, we're going to share some designer quilts that arrived. These quilts are amazing inspiration from color placement, layout, and we love showing you what the designers have been sewing. And a lot of times these are things we're going to show you in advance, but we have to ship back. And finally, we're going to wrap up with our What's New section. This is where we highlight all of our newest kits, patterns, and goodies that have come into the shop. Whether you're stocking up for future projects or looking for something new to inspire you, there's a lot to see. Before we jump in though, if you are a YouTube member, we are having a Q&A after this stream, and we're going to talk about just anything you want to know. You can become a YouTube member by visiting our channel page and clicking join. It is located next to the subscribe button. It's usually black. Members will get an exclusive behind the scene videos as well as quarterly Q&As with me. We're also having coupons every month, giveaways, special emojis, so make sure to become a member so you can take part in our Q&A after this stream. I'm going to show you a really funny picture of Christopher in this video, and it is hilarious. I'm going to save it forever because it's so funny and it totally is like and captures his personality. So we have so much to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is our thank you sale. So thank you for being a part of our quilting family. Every year we look forward to sharing creativity and inspiration with you. And so for today, you can use this promo code for a free copy of the Strawberry Garden book. It's by Joanna Figueroa, and it is, if you order over $40 or more, you will get this book. And I'm going to kind of flip through so you can see different things that are in the book. So there's a pillow, and this is while supplies last, so hopefully they don't sell out. And the coupon code is
thanks 25.
Oh, okay, sorry, I can't see. Sorry. I was trying to read that.
Yeah.
So super cute. And I get to show you a quilt. This one I finished in February of this year, so I'm going to show you the quilt that I made. A lot of you probably already have the book. And this offer is only available on this book. So if you already have the book, you can use this and give it to a friend or something like that. But it's only one quilt. Okay, so now we're going to show you the quilt. Oh, let me move. It's so cute. So basically these, it looks harder than it is. These are really just corner squares, flying geese. I mean, just basic corner squares. Even this, these are just flying geese. So it's a lot easier than you think. And we had a kit for this at one time, but obviously it's all gone. And this one I'm excited because I finished it this February, and so we're gonna hang it up in an office. I'm not sure which office, but that's super exciting. So that's the first thing. So thank you for purchasing if you're interested. Okay. So we started out with 4-inch woven star and 6-inch woven star. And we got a lot of requests because it is such a fun paper. So we made 12-inch paper and we made 8-inch paper. Oops, mistakes happen. So we're going to make this one work for you. We have majorly marked down our misprinted woven star paper pads to $5 a pad. The cover, the instructions, everything is correct. It's just the block finishes at 7 1/4 instead of 8 inches. So basically, the only mistake is the block size. So we're going to just offer this for a very limited time. The papers are still going to create a perfect block. So I'm going to actually show you the block that I made. with this paper, and so you can see it. And then we're going to do a tutorial on the 12-inch size. So this weekend, I went home. I was at home. Okay, so here's your 4-inch paper, 6-inch, 12-inch. And obviously the 8-inch should be a lot bigger. It should be in between these, right? Well, it's not. So because of our mistake, if you purchase this paper before, while the price was higher, we have already refunded your money so that it's completely free. If you want to buy it for $5, it'll be available for a limited time. But it's basically exactly the same. It's just the wrong size, which is totally fine. So I wanted to show you this fabric right here is Farmer's Daughter. That is coming out next month. It's Lori Holt's newest collection. And I thought it would look really good with the bee cross stitch. So just so you know, the bee cross stitch, there were originally 10 SKUs. It's this little check right here. So there were originally 10 SKUs. 5 are in print still, and 5 have been discontinued. We have some bundles that we made up. And then once the bundles are gone, they're going to be gone because obviously those 5 that are no longer in print. So I wanted to kind of give you some tips on how I use the paper. It's not very different than what the paper says. It's just, I just have some tips for you. So I would say this is the cutest one, obviously, but this one is the same amount of work and it's going to give you a great impact on a quilt. And what I love about this pattern is if it wasn't made with paper, these would be like, this would be right here, a rectangle with a square and a square and a square. It would have all kinds of cuts in it to make it work. So I think it's just really, really cool because you're just using one strip of fabric and you're getting a beautiful block. So basically the fabric collection, Farmer's Daughter, and I pulled these from my stash. I just have a stack of old Lori fabric. And the reason I use this is I actually forgot that I had Farmer's Daughter still at home. So I had to find something, and then I was like, oh, but that's really cute. So I'm gonna set these aside and show you the key to this. Okay, so first you have to have your paper. Now on all the pads, they make 42 blocks except the 12-inch. The 12-inch, you only make 21 blocks because there's only 2, there's each block on the others. I'll show you the difference. On all of the other pads, you get 1 star per page, but on the 12-inch, to make the pad reasonable and the paper reasonable, you have to use 2 sheets. So there's a different number in each. Okay. So I'm going to show you the tools that I use, and you obviously don't need all of these. This is just, I just like to show you what I do. So I use the add a quarter all the time, the plus. But I found when I made the 12-inch that the bigger one actually works better, and I actually didn't have a bigger one at home, so I had to buy one. But either one will work, but the large works better with the 12-inch. And then a seam roller is helpful if you want to put off all the ironing until the end. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut these in half. Stack them together, and then I'm going to add creases. Now the creases are not going to be in the exact same spot. It's fine. You just want a general idea. And so when you do this crease right here, this one, it just wasn't big enough, so that's why I said to add a quarter larger one. But I actually didn't have one, so now I do. Okay, so you just make creases between each. Okay, so I have my design board, and I cut this paper, I cut this exactly like the instructions. So let me show you where that is. So if you flip the lid right there, so this tells you how you cut your dark fabric and your light fabrics. So, and all your instructions are here. So when you buy this paper, do not throw this paper away. And so that's right there. So I cut everything exactly. This is number 4 and 5, but I mean, it's fine. I didn't need to put a second 5. So I have them labeled, and I'm going to show you what I do. And what I do is when I'm going to make one of these, I just cut 4 fabrics for number 2 and 4 fabrics for number 3. And what I do is I just make sure I don't pair up. Let me show you. When I first started doing this, I used to pair them up, and then I realized it was a waste of time. But like, I don't say, okay, when I'm going to make this, this goes with this, and this goes with this. I just start with this one, and then I figure out where these are going to go after. So I'm going to put these here. I'm going to bring my light box. Now, the bigger the block is, the less helpful the light box is. So if I'm doing the 12-inch at home, I don't necessarily have to have a light box. But with the small papers, it's really, it's on the small papers, like when you're looking at the back of the small papers, there's just a lot more pieces, and it's just a lot smaller area. So what I'm going to do here is show you how I make the block. So I turn it right side down. I put my fabric right side up. And then I literally, this is number 2. I literally put this right like this, and I sew. And I sew from about a 1/4 inch out here all the way off the paper. Now, you could glue this, you could pin it. I usually don't. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine, and then Jordan's just going to show how we do it. But this is going to help later in the process. But basically, I'm just going to be doing this. And I'm going to do all 4, and then I'm going to show you how you can use this or your iron. What you want to do is, if you're using an iron, try not to use steam. I know that's saying a lot because I use steam on everything. So a lot of times I will use this until the very last step. Now, the stitch size I'm going to do is super small. It's 1.4, and I'm just using the regular thread that I always use, which is Aurifil 2000. But any thread you use is fine. The biggest thing I would say is a small stitch length, and before we started today, I put a size 90 needle on my machine because that's going to perforate the paper a little bit. Crisp, I'm not sure what the right word is. Okay, so we're going to go to the sewing machine. So because I made those creases, I can see where to place my fabric. It doesn't have to be exact. You just need to make sure you're a 1/4 inch away on each side. Am I good, Jordan? Mm-hmm. And I will show them to you once they're done up close so you can really see where those stitch lines are. And I didn't cut any of this bigger or anything. I cut it exactly like the pattern is written. Okay, can you zoom in, Jordan, or is it gonna make it go fuzzy? That's good. Okay, so hopefully you can see. So I started off the paper. The reason if you start off the paper, when you pull it, it's gonna be easier to pull off. And then I stitched all the way to right here. So that's about a 1/4 inch. I stitched all the way. I don't use glue for any of these actually. Now, when I'm doing the log cabin, I start out, or courthouse step, I always start the center with a glue, but with this star, I feel like the pieces are big, so it's not necessarily needed. Now from here, I'm sewing directly on that solid line. I just wanna make sure that this is not too big of a seam, so if it becomes over 1/4 inch, because obviously I didn't use glue, you'll wanna trim it down. This is a new seam roller that will be out December. Okay, so what I like to do here is finger press and then press. We do have, I think we have a little bit of these left, but not many. So basically, somebody's stomach is growling, it's not mine. The stitch size I'm using is a 1.4, which is super tiny. And so this one looks like it might be just a little bit over 1/4 inch. So you can trim it down if you want, just to have less bulk later. And when I'm doing these, I usually just do one star at a time. Okay, so now I have that. It's nice and flat. Now what I'm gonna do is, I don't even put it into a star. I just lay it out. Like, I'm not even worried about where it's gonna go. But I'm gonna look at what I think looks good together. So like, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good, and that looks good. And that's literally what I do. I don't set it out and I don't lay it out and say, oh, it's gonna go exactly like this. I was doing that at one time, and then I figured out that was just not really working, and it really wasn't even worth the extra time. So basically, just keep these together just like this. And then I'm gonna go to the sewing machine, and we sewed 1 to 2. Now you're gonna put 3 down, and then you're gonna turn this over and stitch directly on the line, off the paper and off the paper. You just wanna make sure that, you know, you don't wanna be way down here, because if you're way down here and you open it, you're not gonna have enough. So you just wanna make sure you're covering that line. And we're gonna sew on this side. So you'll see how quick these go. The ones I'm sewing right now are 12 inches. The ones that are called flawed but not perfect, that are only $5, are 7.25 finished. Okay, so here I'm gonna do that same thing, just, and of course you could iron, it's totally up to you, either one works. This one you need bigger than a jelly roll. So this one is actually layer cake friendly. The other three are charm pack friendly. Okay, so now we've done 1, 2, 3. We need to cut 4 and 5. So I'm going to peel this back, and if you see when I peeled off it stays there because I went off the paper. So you're going to press this back and trim. You're going to do the same thing over here. And like I said, the light box, it's not that helpful for the big ones because the pieces are nice and big. It's really more helpful on the small ones. And you can tell I've really used this one a lot because the mat's pretty worn. And because you creased it earlier, it does make it a little bit easier to kind of make this crease. And what's great about this paper is I really don't do anything too crazy. Like sometimes I do stuff crazy with the paper that is just totally out of left field, and on this one I pretty much stick to the instructions, just one little thing different. So the 12-inch is layer cake friendly. The 12-inch is layer cake friendly. The other three are charm pack friendly. Okay. So now what I do is I have my number 4 and my number 5. They're cut the same way, so it doesn't matter which you use because these are all cut the same way. So basically you want it to end up like this. So what you want to do is put this like that and this like this, turn it over and stitch all the way off the paper, all the way off the paper. And I'm going to do the same thing on both sides, and these don't touch, so you won't go over them. You could do 4 at one time and then come back and do 5. I'm just going to do both. So, oh, I'm not supposed to talk.
You can talk, just be in front of a mic. You were talking in between seconds.
Oh, is that the mic? Okay, so you can comment and let me know if you've tried the paper and what you think. And then you can also give tips, like, you know, not everybody sews the same way, so you can give tips and people can read your tips. So I have half done, we're almost done. Okay, now at this point, I am going to use the iron. So I just want to get everything nice and flat. The glow mat, I'm using the light box because I can see the other side of the paper. So from this side, I can see that side. Totally optional. And that light box has a mat on it, and that's how you can cut on it. It's meant to go together. Thank you to Valeria Bauer for the super chat. So we're getting questions on fabric collections. I don't have dates on those right in front of me. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to show you. This is not our exact placement, but just pretend it is. Well, actually, let me show you on this side so it might make sense. I'm going to move the glow mat now because the pieces are too big. Okay, can you zoom out just a little bit? Sorry. Okay. Well, let me not put it on point, then it'll make more sense. Okay. So basically, this is what the block is going to look like upside down, like that, right? So I like my outsides to be nice and perfect. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to just trim on these diagonals. So that would be first trim line, first trim line. So basically I get a square ruler. I'm going to put it a little close to me so I can see. Okay, and then because it's a square ruler, it's already got the, I think this is a 90-degree angle. It's already there, so I don't have to move the ruler. So I just cut and cut. Now, I'm not cutting this line. I'm gonna do that when the block is done. How do you keep the rotary cutting blade sharp? I just change it when I need to. I don't feel like I have to change it too much more when I do paper. I mean, maybe when I'm starting a paper project, but just whenever it dulls is when I throw it away. When I'm doing these blocks, I usually do one block at a time, but to be fair, I haven't made a whole quilt of them, so I can't really say if I was doing a whole quilt that had a bunch of them, what I would do, because I haven't tried it yet. Okay. So this is where I veer off from the normal instructions. The normal instructions here keep your paper on. But what I like to do is pull the paper off, because when you sew these together and you do this, both of your seams are going the same way. So it butts up against there. So I'm gonna pull these off and you're gonna see how amazing this is. So I'm just gonna pull these off. And like I said, if you use a size 90 needle, it's gonna pull right off. And you just wanna make sure you get these little things right here. The little things. And these are so fun and addicting. Like, just making these is just fun, fun, fun. I love anything paper piece though. Also, like, it's one of those things where I can get my kids to pull the paper, so it like takes the whole step out for me because I don't have to pull the paper. The one that I'm making now uses Farmer's Daughter, and the only difference is, oh, this one is Farmer's Daughter right here. This is all Farmer's Daughter, and this is a Farmer's Daughter background. This one right here uses the bee background, so you can use either. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stack them exactly like they are, and we're gonna go to the iron, and I'm gonna show you a trick. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to press this. At this point, you can use steam. And it was pressed to the background. I'm going to move it so it presses to the other side. I'm only doing it on one side, and I'm doing it on the same side for all, because then my seams will nest. Now, this is optional. You know, you don't have to do this, but I just think it gives you a nicer block. Okay, so then here, I literally just lay them down. And so, like, I won't leave that because those are the same prints. I actually don't, like, I don't want these two next to each other or these two, so this looks good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put these together, right sides together right here. And then right here, you can see that these will butt up next to each other. So you just put them together. Magic. How did those pins show up? I wonder. Okay, so I am pinning. Now this is a bias edge, so I do recommend pinning because it will get stretchy. So I'm gonna put this right sides together, you know, nest these together. Do the end. Now, another reason I do this when I'm doing my paper. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say. Hold on, give me a second. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Oh, is if you wait to pull this paper off after you've sewn all this together, you have these inner seams that are going to be really hard to pull out the paper from. So that's why I like to pull the paper off before I go to the block. Everyone sews differently, so whatever works for you is what you should do. Either way is fine. Okay, so now I'm going to sew with a 1/4 inch seam, and I'm just going to start here and I'm going to go all the way across. I'm going to change my foot to the 1/4 inch foot. So before I was using the open toe foot so I could see, but now I'm going to move to 1/4 inch since I don't have those lines anymore. Oh, and at this point you can make your stitch longer. Okay. Now, in between the units, I took a couple of stitches, and I'm going to keep going. Okay, so this is what you call chain piecing, because I automatically know they're going to stay together in this order. I'm going to set my seam here and here. Katie Temple, I do pull the paper off early on the 6-inch size also. I do, anytime I'm doing the blocks like this, I will pull the paper off before the final one because I don't like to pull that extra paper out. So basically I press these opposite ways. And I'm going to pin. The 12-inch paper makes 21 blocks. The other 3 sizes makes 42 blocks. When will the string paper be available? Oh, I think there's going to be new string paper that Lori is making. I don't know when that's coming off the top of my head. You can steam with the paper on, but I don't like to because I'm afraid the ink will run. And someone is asking about the background, how much you need. I'm just showing a block today. Okay, so I've got it all pinned. And I'm going to go across it with a 1/4 inch seam. I don't know what's going on with my machine today, but it's making me mad. Let me see. Ugh. Let me see if I messed it up. Oh, it looks fine. Okay. So one final press, and then we're going to trim it down. So if you had left the paper on and you had trimmed this line right here, let me just take a paper out. And let me cut, and then I'll show you what I mean if I can. Okay. So when we made each unit, remember, after we made this, we trimmed this, right? But we did not trim this line. So if I had trimmed it, I wouldn't need to trim at this point, but I do because I didn't trim that. So because this is a 12-inch block, I'm going to just take a 12-inch ruler, put it on here, and what I want to do is line up the diagonal line here. There's a white circle here, and you want to hit this and this so that when your block is done, you're exactly right on the edge so that you're not like, you know, you're not cutting over here. So I cut 2 sides. Oops. You also want to make sure you're a 1/4 inch away from the points, which I didn't exactly do, but I think it's fine. So like you want to, like there's these dotted lines at the 1/4 inch, and so you just want to make sure your point is right there. And that's how you make a perfect block. Now, I'm going to show you the blocks again. So this is 12-inch using Farmer's Daughter, all Farmer's Daughter. This is 12-inch using Farmer's Daughter and B cross stitch. The other blocks. Oh my gosh, how they fell off the table. This is the 7 1/4, 6-inch, and 4-inch, just so you can see. Super, super, super cute. I just love it. And I will be making a scrappy quilt using some of this paper. I have a design done, but I'm not ready to start it yet. So that will be announced in 2026. Okay, I'm going to clean everything up. I'm going to take a drink because I'm thirsty. Can the seams be pressed open on paper piece blocks? Once you pull the paper off, you can press however you want. Do I always sew them together to the center and turn and sew from the center out? No, I actually went all the way across. My sewing machine just jammed, and so I just had to start over. And I think it's because I'm used to sewing on the industrial now, and I sew really fast. So when I try to sew too fast on the regular machine, it does that. Okay, so now we're going to show you new kits. All 3 of these kits we borrowed from Moda Fabrics. These kits will not be out until December or January, but I'm showing them to you in advance because we're taking the photos for our site and then we're mailing them back. So this one is Ginger Stars. It features Blueprint by Camille Ross Kelly. Blueprint and In the Garden will be online after Black Friday. It'll be early December. This quilt is 60 by 68. The pattern is by Camille. And these are just corner squares. Super easy. I think it's super cute. I would love to make this one. Okay. This next one is, oh, do you want to show it on the table? Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
what I figured.
Sorry. Duh. Okay, so there's different size blocks. So you can see like, there's different sizes. And then the back of this one, this is the backing they chose. It's not the backing we have on our backing set, but you know, you can always buy anything you want. And this fabric, I think that's a Bella Solid. So then we'll just pull it. So there's row 1, row 2, and then row 3. Or actually, you know what? I'm wrong. It's pieced in columns. So it's column, 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 column. 60 by 68. And that is going to be the Ginger Stars quilt kit. It is a boxed kit from Moda. This next kit is also by Moda. It's by a Zen Chic pattern, and the fabric is called Bally Song. The kit is called Love More, Worry Less. It's 51 by 71. It is going to be a boxed kit. So I'm going to show it to you on the table. This one, I was looking at it up close yesterday, and I'm pretty sure this is needle turn. So it's not raw edge, so you can tell whoever made it, they turned it under and it is hand stitched down. Well, maybe not. You know what? I'm not sure if it's hand stitched or if it's not. It could be invisible stitch, but it is definitely turned under. The backing they used was this. That says quilting is an art. Oh, that's cute. And then this, it looks like it's pieced. I think it's just one big piece on top. I don't think it's in rows or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's like a big piece in the middle, 2 pieces on the bottom, and then this, the applique is just on top. And then the binding is orange. This next one is called American Vintage Quilt Kit. It is using American Gatherings 3 by Primitive Gatherings. It's 46 by 62. The pattern is by Primitive Gatherings. And I wanted to show you this on the table and explain the weight of this. So this, the more seams you have in a quilt, the heavier it is. And this is heavy. So there's just seams all over the place. Now this is pieced the traditional way. If you wanted to use the 2-inch square and a square paper by Itzo Emma, you could do that and make this. This looks like it took, I don't know, like 150,000 hours. But it's super cute. I could totally see this. I could totally see this like on a recliner. It's kind of like a great size because it's 46 by 62. It's not too big, so I can totally see it like when you're on, you know, in a recliner or something. Yeah, it's a lot of square and a square blocks. Yeah, a lot. Okay. So now we have a lot of new fabric that has come in, and I'm going to show all of it to you. And just remember, after this, we are going to have a members only Q&A. Okay. These are the 2 newest. These came in literally yesterday. I'm going to show you what's in both of these, but before that, I'm going to show you the other two that we also have. So we have Sally Stitches, and we've shown the inside of Sally Stitches and Delightfully Yours already, so I'm not going to show them to you today. I can tell you Delightfully Yours will be sold out by the weekend. It's getting very low. We did have Blueprint collector's bins, and those are all gone. Nantucket Summer, sorry. We had a Camille Rose Kelly. Nantucket Summer is sold out. This one's gonna sell out next. Okay, sorry. Now I'm gonna open and show you both. So each of these collector's bins has custom 8-inch rolls of fabric. This one has a mini charm pack. This cute bird needle minder. I think this is so cute. It's just a little ruler. I think it'd be cute just to throw in your purse. Because it's kind of like it's like kind of it's not gonna get all messed up. This is a bracelet with 2 charms. So there's a bird, and then I'm not sure what block that name is. There are the cute little binding labels. That's really cute. And then they each have a notion. This one has the sew line click pin. Clearly seen lines in white, blue, or pink. The barrel is lead color. Okay, so this is basically a lead pencil. It's a blue pen. The lead is in there. Okay, this is the pattern that you can make with your 8-inch squares. This is Metler thread. This is a sticker you could put on your sewing machine. And then this is a grid pad of paper. And then in here, I'm going to flip through each page just so you can see it. There, okay. So this is Lynn Hagmeyer. She's the designer of Kansas Troubles Quilter. She is as far as I know, she is the longest designer at Moda as of right now. And so Lisa Alexander, the director of marketing, has her little notes. And then there's just a lot of pictures of the collection, which is obviously Bluebird's Nest. There's just a lot of information about Lynn used to host retreats. I'm not sure if she still does, but it just talks about her business. At one time, she did have a brick and mortar store. And there it is. Her husband works in the business with her also. She debuted at Quilt Market in 1996.
Say it again? 1996?
1996. Wow. You might not have even been born.
I was a year. I wasn't born.
Oh my gosh, Alicia, there. And then this is, I think, her studio now. And, you know, it's just got a lot of her. But these are really fun. I love all of these books because they're really fun. Each of them has a 10 facts you should know, which I think is really funny. And then just a lot of the vintage stuff that she collects. And then at the end, there's always favorite patterns. Like, what are her favorite patterns? What's a great pattern for a beginner? What is a go-to pattern for a gift? And then this has Vella solids that match. So if you ever buy one of these collector's bins, I would keep this book because it has the Vella solids and it just has a lot of fun facts. These are the notions she likes, and then these are just little fun little stories. So that is Bluebird's Nest. We don't have as many Bluebird's Nest as we have of the Sunbonnet.
Before you move on, the bird, is it FPP or applique?
We're gonna see. That's a great question. I prepared too. I try to prepare to cover all of that, and I totally didn't even look at that. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's not anything. It's just you put the fabric, it's kind of more like free form. Like you cut the rectangles and you just kind of add it. So you're not using paper or applique, you're just kind of free. What would you call that? Like the inside is planned, the outside's a little bit more scrappy. These boxes are called collector's tins. They're made one time. I hope they keep making them. I will say that. Bins, B-I-N. Sorry, collector's bin. And they're cute because I feel like you can use them again. Okay, this one's mine. I did buy this one. It's so cute. You're gonna love this one. Okay, this is Heather Briggs. She is the designer of My So Quilty Life. There's a lot of information in here. I'll read you some of the stuff. So these are just some beautiful photos. She has a fun blog if you're ever interested. It has a lot about where she started her business. She started it in 2020. Talks about her family. This is her husband, her son. 10 facts about Heather. And then this is a journey of when she started. So she started quilting in 2017. She started her business in 2020. And now we are in 2025. Lots of beautiful photos of her studio, which are just so pretty. Oh, look at that cute. That's so cute. I think this is really cute, this ladder. I was going to text her and ask her where she got that ladder because it's really cute. Oh, look at her little doggy. This is Griffey, the dog. These are some of her antique quilts. I think I love the books more than anything. I just think they're so cute. Then we have her favorite patterns. These are her block of the month she's done so far. And then her favorite notions. And then just for fun. And then she has a lot of Bella Solids that match. Her blues do change within each collection and her pinks change, but they all do work together. I'm sewing her first collections all together in a sewing machine quilt. And I'm mixing and matching all these colors. Okay. And there's the little thing that's in there. Okay, so you get a mini stash and store, which is super cute. It will hold your, well, it's mine, so I'm just gonna open it. Sorry. So you can put your notions in there. You can use it for your pencils. I have a bunch of them down here. You can use them for, the one thing I use them for most is the seam ripper so that I don't just pick it up. So this is the mini pink. Okay, there is a needle case. You can put your needles in. Super cute sticker. The charms, so one is a dragonfly and one is a great granny block. I can kind of show you better here. So you can see them right there. Mini charm pack of sunbonnet, 8-inch squares of sunbonnet. A cute little notepad. These are so cute. And this bag. Oh my gosh, I love this bag. And I'm not a bag. I don't usually like plain bags, but I love this one. So it says, it's flower picking season. I love the handle. It says Moda. It's so cute. So you can fit a lot of stuff in there. Do you want to show the front, Jordan? And then the back says, pick happily. So super cute. And then the pattern that's in the box is dragonfly patches. And then these are the quilt labels. I'll open them. So it says snuggle me up and then love. Oh, that's super cute. She should make a quilt. Heather, if you're watching, you should make a quilt with that. So cute. So I do think these will be sold out by Sunday. We should have ordered more, basically, is what I'm saying. Thank you to I can't see the name. Oh, Kyla Von Dip. I am in California. This starts at 7 a.m., which is the only reason I get up early. Oh, thank you. Any chance of getting triangles on a roll in a monthly club? No, probably not. Okay, now I'm going to show you new items. This is the lovely quilt kit. This was designed by Sarah on the It's So Emma team. This is the Letters to Cupid collection by My Mind's Eye. This is the background. Okay, so Denise is going to show you. So it's actually really easy. This is a 4-patch on all of these. And these are rectangles with corner squares. They're just different sizes and put together. Super cute. And then this is the fabric. So this is what you make your blocks with. This is your binding. This is your background. And then this is the backing set if you're interested in that. And the background, I know people will ask, it's C120 Cloud, which is a confetti cotton fabric by Riley Blake. So this one we packaged here. The dragonfly pattern. Can you hand me the box? And I'm going to look up the size of that dragonfly pattern. Oh, I just threw it back. All ugly. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Okay. 59 by 62. And, obviously this will be, you obviously need to order more yardage to make the entire quilt. This is called the Heartwarming Quilt Kit. This comes packaged in this cute box. It's that same collection, Letters to Cupid by My Mind's Eye. This box is so cute. I love the inside of the top. So here's your kit. The pattern and everything is down here. The pattern is called Heartwarming. It is by Wendy Shepherd and it's 52 inches square. And then this is the backing set if you're interested in that. I'm just interested in the box. Wouldn't that make a cute decoration? This is another kit by Riley Blake. This is called Love You Always Heart Panel Quilt Kit. The fabric and the pattern are by Sandy Gervais. So this pattern is only available in the kit at this time. So basically, here's your fabric, and I'm going to show you how easy this one is. So this fabric and this fabric are for your outside, heart and border and binding. And this scallop is part of the panel. So all you have to do is cut, and you've got your scallop right there. The heart pattern, so the kits I just showed you, the Love You Always is only available in the kit. What are the last two that I showed you? Heartwarming, that is only available in the kit, and the Lovely, that pattern is available separately because that's by It's So Emma. When they do the boxed Riley Blake kits, a lot of times they offer the pattern only in the kit. And this is the background that we put with it. This is Plaid and Posey's quilt kit. I'm not going to open it because I opened it yesterday and it's kind of hard to open. You just basically slide this off. The collection is called Little Darling by RBD Designers. It's 71 by 82 and the pattern is called Plaid and Posey's by Anka's Treasures. This basically is a block that you make. You cut this on the square. You cut a square and then you add sashing in between. And then these are pieced normally. I would say this one is a little bit advanced. This would be a little bit hard. This next one I'm a little bit ahead showing you. So this, we got the Kimberly Sweetheart Street Bench Pillow fabric kits. And the fabric collection is Sweet Shop. We haven't received the collection yet. I don't think. Oh, we have, but we have not received the notions that go with it. So there are going to be 2 notions that go with it. There's a Sweetheart Street Pillow Machine Embroidery CD and then an embellishment kit. Those have not arrived in the store yet. This is 16 by 38. So it's basically just a fabric kit, and it makes a bench pillow, and that is the picture of it. It's good. And it finishes at 16 by 38. So you can purchase this, but just know you have to wait for the machine embroidery CD and the embellishment kit to come out. They're expected in 2 weeks. Okay, now that I've shown you that, I'm going to show you all new Moda. There's a lot. Now, we are not going to be loading any new fabric next week. It is receiving is closed next week because of Black Friday. So anything that I show you now is what we're going to have until the end of Black Friday. This is Little Darling by Robin Pickens. This, what did I say? Sorry, this is Darling Peony by Robin Pickens. I'm very sorry. Good thing Jordan's listening. I didn't even know I said it wrong. This is her thatched. I know a lot of you like her thatched collection. So this one, the yardage and the pre-cuts are here. Cute little houses. I'm keeping them in order. I'm making a heart. Look at that. So yeah, yardage and pre-cuts are in stock. So this is Darling Peony, Robin Pickens. This next one is Wild Honey. We only have the pre-cuts in stock. The yardage is not here and will be here in December. This is by Layla Boutique. And this one is the one that I made my paper rose blocks from. That came out super cute. I mean, I'm totally saying that, but I do think they're cute. They were really fun to make. I don't like the way this bundle is folded. And then the pretty yellows. I'm sorry that I'm laying this out horribly today. It is what it is. I was trying to do better and it looks like a mess. I think maybe the last one was too cute for this one to follow it up. So you can see the whole line here. Again, pre-cuts in stock only. Funny Valentine. I think this is like the second or third collection by Lizzie House Designs for Moda. The yardage and the pre-cuts are in stock on this collection. And these are her pearl bracelet prints. I believe some of those stay in stock as basics. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what color stay in stock. So there's little mushrooms, kitties. I really like that pink. Because it's pink, of course I do. And these are like little stamps, like little love stamps. So again, Funny Valentine. Strawberries with faces. Lots of geometrics, hearts. Real fun. I'm trying to get it where it all fits on one screen. And then this one comes with the panel. And this one is like a handkerchief panel is what I would call it. It's obviously not, it's obviously cotton, but it looks like handkerchiefs. So I'm gonna open it. So there are 9 motifs. And then super cute. And then Ballet Song, this is the same collection we showed you in the Love More, Worry Less quilt. I'm sure I got that name wrong, but it's close. This one, everything is in stock on Ballet Song. This is by Zen Chic. So you can get half yards, any pre-cuts, and any yardage. I'm showing a lot of, not this one, but a lot of Valentine's fabrics today. And I will say that it has arrived pretty late for Valentine's Day. So I'm excited it did finally come in, but I wish it would have come in about 1 month earlier. And these are her spotteds. This right here is her basic. Ballet Song, Zen Chic. Okay, Riley Blake, Letters to Cupid by My Mind's Eye. This one's really pretty. This one, the yardage and the pre-cuts are in stock. The Fat Quarter Bundle does not come with the panel, but I'm gonna show you the panel if you, that's really pretty, if you're interested. Lots of birds and swans are trending. I love the colors of this. This is this, we showed a quilt in this earlier. I think we did, yeah. Yeah, we did.
That's the lovely.
The Lovely, this, the one that was designed by Sarah that has the hearts. So that is Letters to Cupid, My Mind's Eye, Riley Blake Designs. The panel so there are 4 motifs. There's like a little border up there, and then there's 4 motifs. It's little stamps. And then the border at the bottom. And then also if you got this panel, you know, you could use this for something if you cut it out. This is called the Pillow Project panel. This is So in Love by Danny Mogstad. This one we have yardage and pre-cuts in stock. So I think all the Valentines came on one day. I'm kidding, but I'm kind of being serious. This is so cute with the little sewing machines. I think that make a cute pillowcase. I think everything would make a cute pillowcase. You know, the funny thing is I'm always talking about pillowcases. When's the last time I made a pillowcase? 20 years ago? When my kids were little? Oh, in a video, yeah, but I mean like at home, long time ago. So this is So in Love, Danny Mogstad. I'm gonna show you the quilt panel. It says, I love you so much. This is cute. Cute little sewing machine. This is Love You Always by Sandy Gervais. This is the one that I showed you the kit earlier that had the panel in it. So I'm not going to show you the panel again because I already, well, no, I didn't open that panel. I'll show it to you. It's the one with the scallop on it. This one, the yardage is in stock, but the pre-cuts have not arrived yet from Riley Blake. So this is a really pretty mint.
to know if we'll ever make pillowcase kits.
Probably not. Probably not, just because I just feel like you can just order yardage. I don't know.
And then Stitchology asked, are any of these cute fabrics in flannel?
No, I don't have anything flannel today. We are looking for more flannel. There hasn't been anything good shown to us lately. I showed you some flannel maybe last week that was solid, that was really cute, but I don't think we have any flannel today. So this is the panel, and this is where I was saying, you know, the whole insight of that quilt was using the scallop. Riley Blake came out with a new linen. It's called Fairfax linen. I'm going to open it and show it to you, but it's kind of a thinner linen, if that makes sense. So it's not too bulky, it's not too thick to sew with. Each of the colors does feel a little bit different, and I think that's because of the dye, but I'm going to open it and just show it to you. I have not used this. This just came in. I'm going to open the black and the white. So you can kind of see like the thick, yeah, right there, you can kind of see the thickness of it because it's not too thick, because you can still see through to the table. So that's kind of the thickness. You might have to redo that black one. And then these are the three whites, just so you can see them together. So one is more optic, one is more white, and one is more creamy. So the texture, it's, you know, thin, but not, I don't want to say it's thin, but it's, you know, it's not too thick. Sometimes linen can be too thick. Fairfax linen solids. We have yardage in stock. Pre-cuts will be online soon. This is a new designer called Genesis Hall. She is a Riley Blake designer. She had a really cute booth at Quilt Market. She's young and fun. And obviously it's very travel based, fun, young colors. This one we have everything in stock. I'm going to open this main print so you can see it. Genesis of a Journey. This is called Nouveau Shadow. This is a Liberty Basic. So this is the 100% cotton. It's not the Tana Lawn. So it's, you know, the less expensive, and so it's called Nouveau Shadow Collection. Is that how I'm saying it right or not? Yeah, Jordan says that's right. Okay, so this one we do have, you know, yardage, fat quarters, half yards, everything. And so I'm not sure if they're going to keep it as a basic, but the colors look great.
Kimberly, Christine wants to know, what project would you use linen fabric for?
So a lot of people use it for like a dark background. Like if Camille has used crossweave over the years as a dark background. Several designers have. Camille Ross Kelly has. Vanessa Gertzen has. I know Moda still has crossweave, but I think they only have one SKU left. Like they don't keep it in stock. So I would say mainly a background. This is Autumn Woodland by Liberty Fabrics. This one, yardage is in stock only. The rest will be online. The half yard bundle should be online soon. I don't think the pre-cuts have arrived.
Does French General use linens as well?
No, her fabric has, there's a color named linen that she uses, but everything she does is 100% cotton. But her cream, she calls it linen, but it is not linen. That's just the color name. There are 3 new batiks by Riley Blake. This is Love Punch. This is Americana colorway B. So I guess there might have been a colorway A that we didn't buy. I'm not sure. Don't remember. And then this is Cedar Stone colorway A. And these are Riley Blake batiks. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to take a little, I need to drink something real quick before I keep going. Can you ask me a question?
Someone gave us a good suggestion that you can use linen to embroider and applique on.
Oh, nice. And then I saved the best Riley Blake for last. It's so cute. It's Winnie the Pooh. I love it. So cute. So I will say we bought a lot of this. So we bought a lot of yardage. So I hope it lasts because last time we didn't buy enough. This one, we do have all the yardage and the pre-cuts in stock. Oh, it's so cute. Look at how cute this is. Oh. So you might wonder, oh, I see Winnie the Pooh a lot of places. A lot of fabric companies making it. It's because it has now been it's public domain, which basically images become public domain after a certain number of years. Do you know the number of years?
No, I don't.
I don't remember what it is, but I don't think Disney will ever become public domain because I don't think they'll let it. But
Mickey Mouse has.
it has?
That's one of the people are making bootleg games about it. I mean,
Jordan
the
says
only
that.
version of Mickey Mouse is Steamboat Willie.
Oh, the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. Okay, so this is Winnie the Pooh. The Echo Park is who the designer is that put this together.
And that's Riley Blake.
Riley Blake Designs. So that was all of Riley Blake that we got. And we have, this is Henry Glass Snow Crew Flannel by Barb Tortolette. So, oh, we do have flannel. So this is flannel. It's a Christmas flannel. It's really soft. It's really nice. This would make cute pants. You want some pants?
Pajama pants.
Yeah, pajama pants to go with your slippers. Did you take her to Buc-ee's?
No.
No.
We can save
But
that
I
for the
did,
members.
so I did find a little bag in Kevin's office from Buc-ee's that he hid, so we need to bring it to the next meeting. I think he probably forgot he bought it. And then Tim Holtz Multi-Eclectic Elements. So I think this might be the last of the 10-piece color eclectic elements that Tim Holtz did. And we do have we have yardage and half yard bundles in stock. So basically there was a series that Tim Holtz did where there was a color each month. So like this encompasses all the colors together. And they did discontinue some of the SKUs, which I was disappointed because Tim Holtz will just sell forever and ever and ever. So I would love for them to just keep it in print forever. Okay, we have 3 new Northcott bundles. Now these are all colorways, meaning these are different collections. Sorry. So this is her second round of collections with Northcott, and these are mixed up. So all her collections mixed. So this is Vintage, Cherry, and Lush. Should I lay them out?
If you want.
Okay. So this is Vintage. I'm just going to go top to bottom. So I can't think of the name of I don't know the name of the collections off the top of my head, but she did this. And then there's also, if you look, there's also Vintage, Cherry, and Lush in colorway 1, which was her first collections, if that makes sense. So then now that these are out, that must mean that, her third collection, her round of third collections will be coming. So it's like, I think it's like indelible, vintage, some of the collection. Okay, so that one's vintage. This is Cheery. I'm gonna open this one. It's a stripe. And these are bundles that Anna Maria curated and Northcott cut. So she picked these colorations. This is also a stripe. I'm good. I'm just trying to see. Okay, and then Cheery. This is Lush. So it's kind of like calm, middle, wild. You know, like soothing. So she always has lots of florals, geometrics. Her fabric's been selling amazing since she's at Northcott. She's been a designer for a long time. So those are Anna Maria's collections.
Kimberly, will you remind people of the coupon?
The coupon code, Jordan is going to pop up. You can get a free book called Strawberry Garden with that coupon code. It only works on that book. If with the purchase of over $40. Okay, this is going to confuse you. This is called Farmer's Daughter. It's by Laundry Basket Quilts. It just so happens that Lori Holt also has a collection coming out next month called Farmer's Daughter. So let's just get a little, it's going to confuse me. So this is Laundry Basket Quilts. Adita Sitar. And then this one, everything's in stock. The pre-cuts have arrived.
Is autumn woodland tonalon or cotton?
Cotton. Everything I showed you today was cotton from Liberty. If it's tonalon, you will know because the price will be double. We do have some Liberty on order that's tonalon, but I don't think it's coming until like February or March of 2026. Sorry, I'm not keeping them very together. It's driving me crazy because I like them to all be lined up the same way and they're not. So I think this collection actually came in a little bit early. I think it wasn't expected until next month, so. She has a lot of collections on the way. Her last collection was called Quilt Essentials, and it goes really well with this. It's basics and, you know, her typical colors. And then we have 3 collections from Marcus Brothers. This one is called Be My Valentine by Mary Malari. So this one is like an all over, like a vignette. This one is like little cards. Let's see. So cute. Very vintage. And they usually do a collection like this every year. Marcus Brothers does.
Each year you have done a free scrap star quilt. Will FQS be doing another one for 2026?
We will be, but it will be using the Woven Star papers. So it will be free pattern, but you'll have to buy the papers to make it.
And it'll be later
And it'll be later in 2026. It will not be early. Because I already kind of filled my calendar. Some of you ask, you know, how do you pick what you do? It really is how much time can I legally be awake? and work. This is Dear Scarlet by Pam Buda. Her stuff always sells out, always. So very reproduction, you know, very deep colors. Dear Scarlet, Pam Buda. Carrie Quinn has a collection. It's called Elizabeth Grace. It's very pretty. It's like blues and greens. It's very, very elegant and pretty. We're almost done, but not really. So much fabric has come, it's crazy. And then December will be pretty light. We don't buy very much in December. Art Gallery has 2 collections. This is called Fairview Avenue. It's by Barry J. She's been a designer at Art Gallery for years and years and years, I think since the very beginning. And we do buy every Art Gallery collection that is produced. So if you ever need Art Gallery, Fairview Avenue. This is called Stillwater by Katie O'Shea. Very fun colors. Kind of reminds me of clothing. I'll look at this one so you can see it. Oh, it's upside down. Hummingbirds. Timeless Treasures has a new collection called Tonga Batiks, and these are usually 20-piece collections that come with pre-cuts. You can buy pre-cuts or yardage. Lilac Tonga Batiks, 20 pieces. Wilmington has a new collection. It's bright. It's called Dahlia Botanica by Nancy Mink. It's very, very vibrant. So the colors on the screen are very true. And I think some of you will love these really bright colors. This is, Wilmington always has border stripes. So here's the border stripe. A link for everything I'm showing you is in the description box below. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter. Text messages you can now sign up for. Camelot Cottons. This is called Blooming Hearts. It's really cute. It's by Laura Marshall. This one is really pretty colors. Don't you think that's pretty, Denise?
Mm-hmm.
This one's very, it's like a little patchwork.
That would make a cute project bag.
Mm-hmm. Me and Denise, we need more bags like we need a hole in our head.
I love bags.
And then this is the panel. The panel does come in this bundle. It's pretty big. It's ginormous. Okay. Love Brings Home. So it's got that patchwork around the outside. Love brings us home. And so you could leave it, or you could make different pillows. Like these could be square pillows, and this could be more of like a bench pillow. You could make it long and skinny. Island Boutiques has a new collection called Aurora Boutique. So again, more purples. This one just has a little bit more blue. For boutiques, the best-selling colors are greens and browns and purples and blues. Sometimes background boutiques will sell, but not always.
Are we going to have a cute kit with the Winnie the Pooh fabric you showed?
I haven't planned a kit for that one. That one would be really cute in any of our little pea patterns. So you could search It's So Emma Little Pea, and that will come up. Okay, this collection is so cute that I'm going to show it to you in all the pre-cuts. This is Wyndham. This is Allison Harris of Cluck Cluck Sew. This is called Front Porch. And I think the coloring on this is really nice. I really like this one. I like the range of muted blues, darker blues, brighter blues. I just really like the range of colors in this. Those are little flowers. I mean, this is so cute. And then these are green, these three. And then it goes back to, well, these are green, but this is teal. So this one kind of stands alone. And then we go into more of a navy.
For Grace Elizabeth by Carrie Quinn, it's Marcus Brothers. Are there any pre-cuts available for that?
Only fat quarter bundles, which we cut in-house. So for this is Wyndham. So this is called Front Porch. That's the half-yard bundle. They also are offering 2.5-inch strips, 5-inch squares, and then we cut the fat quarter bundles in-house. That's what they look like. And then they also have 10-inch squares. But I can see this being a very, very popular collection. And then earlier we showed you the Kimberly kit with Sweet Shop, and here is the collection. I actually didn't realize it came in. These are little gummy bears. They're so cute. It's like a little candy shop. Here, I'll open this one. It's always fun to see Maywood because we buy Maywood on paper. So we don't actually see the fabric until it actually comes. But I think the gummy bears are cute. Look at the pink gummy bears. Oh, they have polka dots. Cherries. Oh my gosh, this is cute. So cute. So this is Sweet Shop Kimberly Designs. This is an on point patchwork. Really cute. Pat Sloan has a brand new collection called Blue Mill. So Delightfully Yours, we only have 12 collector bins left, just so you know. So this is Pat Sloan. You should follow her on YouTube. Her mother recently passed away, and she did a beautiful tribute to her mother on YouTube, and she also listed a charity that you can donate in her mom's honor if you're interested. And then the last three things, well, we have some notions, and then we have some more notions, and then we have some more notions and some more notions. I'm sorry, we just have a lot. Okay, this is so cute. Okay, so this is called Little Wood Box. And so I wish that Moda made a bunch of these because I would just buy them just for the look. So they're just tiny pieces. I think they're for decoration, if you want to know the truth. But on the back, this is the pattern that's in there, and the pattern is in here. It's handwritten. It's like a handwritten pattern to make this. And then the box is just for storage. And then this little frame out here, we're out of stock. We've been out of stock for like 6 months, but we've been waiting for more to come in, but it's meant to fit in that frame.
Can you do a ruler for a size comparison?
A ruler, yes. Jordan, I messed up all the rulers over here. You're gonna be mad later. Sorry. Okay, so that is 3 3/4 about.
It's tiny.
It's tiny, but it's so cute. Be like a cute little decoration for the wall. And then Modern Prairie, we got some of her, this is Melissa Gilbert's collection, and we got some of her, they're called sewing kits. And we got 2 more. This one is called Eternal Rose. So it's just super cute. It's got some little notions. Now, of course, if you're an advanced sewer, you might switch some of these things out. But I mean, tell me that is not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. It is so cute. So this is called Eternal Rose. And then this one is called Gingerbread House. So it's just got little notions in it. But for me, I don't really care about the notions. I just care about the cute little house. And then there's one side, and then the bottom's just red.
Does that thing come out? That pin?
No. She wanted to know if this came out. No, it's all glued down too. But you could put pins in here. Okay, we got some new stuff from a company called Cavallini & Co. And they sent us a catalog, and I was like, you know what, let me try this company out. Because a lot of you guys like the color wheels, the butterflies, and the national parks. So these are just sets of 3 mini books. So on the back, I can show them to you what they are. So there are 3 color wheel mini notebooks. So one has pencils, one has, circles, and then one is this one. This is 3 butterflies, and then 3 national parks. Grand Canyon, national parks, and then one that's a collage, I believe. And then they have notebooks. These are, I'm going to show them to you. Floral specimens, wildflowers, color wheel, cats. This one's going to sell out. And then national parks. And then I'm not sure if on the inside what kind of paper it is, if it's lined or not.
Looks lined.
Oh, it looks lined. Yeah, you're right. It's lined. Yeah. So the company is called Cavallini. And then they have some tote bags. So I just bought them because I thought, this is different. It's very vintage looking. And especially, I thought you guys would love this one and this one the most. And then the national parks, I think that's really cute because we can put it on the page of the national parks just to have something different to go with it. And then there's also these little mini, they're called vintage pouches. So there's the national parks and then the colors. So just something different, fun. There's a new product out. You might have seen it on Cottage Garden Threads. She has a really cute reel. I don't know much about English paper piecing, but this is a new product where you use your template to cut your fabric, you place it here, and then you flip it. And it basically, you glue, flip, glue, flip, glue, flip, glue, flip. Go to Cottage Garden Threads, watch her reel. It's super exciting. We have all the sizes, and then there's a set for all of them. It actually made me want to made me want to think about English paper piecing. And it's like a cardboard, so you can reuse it like, you know, a lot of times, but not forever. You can probably use it for like 50 or 100 times. I don't think it's not going to last forever, but there's a lot of information in that video that she just released. Okay, now I want to remind you that we are going to be going live on Black Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Will there be a quilt pattern for the jelly braid paper? We have several patterns. We have the jelly braid tote bag, the jelly braid, it's a
The stocking, they can do the stocking flare.
The fat quarter stocking flare video that we just came
oh
out.
yeah, the fat quarter stocking flare video, but we have some free we have some patterns.
One pattern coming out in December.
Oh, it's not out yet, that's why. Okay, sorry, it's coming. Would cloud be a good background to go with Americana? Probably not. I would go darker. Will FQS get any reprint of Merry Little Christmas by Tilda? Okay, so actually there is a Tilda group. If you love Tilda, there's a Tilda Facebook group. And someone posted there's a reprint. There's a reprint in Australia. There's not a reprint in America. So we are not getting more. We do have bundles left. A lot of the yardage is sold out, but the reprint is not for America. Am I going to have more 25 Jolly boxes? What is that? Oh, 2025. Yes, when people don't pay, probably early December, we give them a couple of weeks to pay, and if they don't pay, we'll put them back online. Thank you from Granny for the super chat. I learned to quilt December 21st. Having ICD.
OCD.
Oh, having OCD I would have quit without you, but I love to attend a retreat where you teach perfect piecing. Oh, thank you. Are we carrying the Snow Crew Minky? I don't think we are on that one. The Minky fabrics that we sell best are the solids and the whites, but anything that's a lot of texture hasn't really sold well for us. Now, that doesn't mean that will be forever. Who is the paper piecing video from? It is a reel, and it is Cottage Garden Threads. They are based in Australia. Which bead background was used on the woven star? I just used 4 different ones. They were random. They were all blue colored. They were from my stash. My family is getting together for Black Friday. Is that the only way to get sales? Well, you'll have to check back next week. Okay, so if you are a YouTube member, you don't have to go anywhere. You can stay right here, and we'll have a little break in between so I can go get my breath. If you're not a member, it's going to kick you out of the live stream, but you're going to get a screen with the option to pay and join. So that's totally up to you. And so members, I will be back in like probably 2